But in the final section of the Communist Manifesto, what does it say? What does it say? In short, communists everywhere support every revolutionary movement against the existing social and political order of things. In all these movements, they bring to the front as the leading question in each the property question, no matter what its degree of development at the time. And finally, they labor everywhere for the union and agreement of democratic parties in all countries. The communists disdain to conceal their views and aims. They openly declare that their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. Let the ruling classes tremble at the communist revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains, and they have the world to win. Workers of the world unite. That is how the Communist Manifesto ends. Now let's go over that. Let's break it down here, because I want you to understand this, right? Someone else asked me to quote Marx and Engels later, and so we'll do that. And so let's just break this down. In short, communists everywhere support every revolutionary movement against the existing social order of things. Now, what does it say there? Does it say communists everywhere support every revolution against the existing social orders of things as long as it's woke? No. Do communists support every revolutionary movement against the existing order of things as long as the people involved aren't racist? No. Do communists support every revolutionary movement against the existing social order of things as long as the people involved are politically correct and left-wing and liberal? No. That's not what it says. It's not what it says. It says communists support every revolutionary movement against the existing social order and political things. Every, period. If people are against the system, if people are at odds with the capitalist system for any reason, because they think their taxes are too high, because they're mad about the economy, because they don't like vaccine mandates, whatever it is, wherever people are at odds with the system, the communists must go there. But what do they do when they get there? In all these movements, they bring to the front as the leading question in each the property question, no matter what its degree of development at the time. So what does that say? That says, well, if it's a liberal movement, you just go to it and pretend to support it. No. It says, oh, if it's a right-wing movement, you don't go there at all. No, it goes to these movements and brings to the front the leading question, which is the property question. Meaning, if people are protesting against the system, your job isn't to go there and pretend to support it. Your job is not to ignore it if it's right-wing. If people are at odds with the capitalist system, your job as a communist is to go there and convince those people to be communists. Raise the property question. You got to go there and say to the people, you mad your taxes are too high? It's because of capitalism. You mad about Wall Street, 99% and 1%? It's because of capitalism. Wherever the people are in motion, you go to them and you win them to communism. And you don't abandon communism and tail after the liberals, and you don't ignore it if the people are right-wing. Wherever the people are in a confrontation with the existing social order, it is the absolute duty of communists to go there and win them. And why does it say, no matter what its degree of development at the time? Meaning that a lot of times there are people rebelling against the system who are not at all class conscious. That's what that means. That is exactly what it means. He was talking about the Tea Party when he wrote this. No matter what the degree, go to the Tea Party. And it's going to be really hard to get those people who have a sign that say Obama is a communist and China is taking over America. You have to find a way to talk to those people. It's not easy. It's a tough job. But no matter what degree of development at the time, meaning no matter how backward these people are, no matter how racist these people are, no matter how confused these people are, no matter how much these people don't want to hear it, no matter how difficult it is, no matter what of its degree of development at the time, no matter what the degree of development at the time, you find a way to go where the people are in motion, in rebellion against the existing order of things, and no matter what, you find a way to bring the property question to the front as the leading question. That is your duty, right? That is what it says. And furthermore, what does it say? It says the communists disdain to conceal their views and aims, meaning that they don't hide what they stand for. They don't hide what they stand for. They don't pretend, You know, they don't pretend, oh, we're just liberals just like you. Oh, communists, we're not communists. We're just liberals just like you. Now let us organize the protest cage. No. Communists disdain, meaning they try to never conceal their views. Never do they try to conceal their views. That is the duty of communists. So you asked me for my answer, and I just gave you that answer, right? So yes, anywhere we can reach the masses, we got to reach them. All right. How important is it to be able to relate to people if you want to win them to socialism? It's more important than anything else. If you can't relate to people, if you can't understand how they're suffering, you know, one of the most important things you have to do is when you're going to people, you have to listen to them. You can't just talk at them. You have to listen to them. You have to hear them. When you go and you talk to people, one of the first things is to hear what they are saying. You know, if you're going to a group of working people that are you know, trying to convince them to become socialists, you need to listen to them first. What makes you angry about capitalism? Why are you upset? You need to find out what their grievances are and really listen to them. And then once you've heard them, you can explain based on what they feel why socialism is the answer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.